But we will have the potential for second quest push blocks, and we are off, starting in the woods. Ooh, an early candle. That is great for exploration, especially considering where they are starting in this race.
Yeah, their first goal is going to get some weaponry, so they're going to want to look for that early wood sword. Check the caves along the way. Maybe check the armor items, start to get some items there.
Ooh, we have a super expensive blue ring, 254 rupees found by yeokrast. So while he's getting to excavate a lot of caves, he's not going to find the sword in any of those, as it has to be in a previously open cave.
We do find level 2 though. 2 is an interesting find early. It does have that one item that's just going to be hanging out on the ground. So if he finds a white sword just sitting on the ground, he doesn't even need that wood sword.
Oh yeah, that's great stuff, and it's a segmented level 2, and it includes blue wizrobes. Everything everyone wants to see in their level 2. Oh
no.
Not what we wanted to see.
The worst of the free items.
So yeah, TA, by the way, is going around checking the Armo statues on this side of Hyrule, seeing if he can grab himself a free item. He has not yet, so it looks like it might be on the other side of Hyrule. I guess the one Armos over by the power bracelet, where the power bracelet is.
Yep, it's going to be either in the vanilla blue ring spot or along the in that coast area, the vanilla blue ring spot or the grave area.
Right, yeokrast going to nope out of level 2, but do so with 2 keys. A nice thing to find early in the race.
Yeah, randomizer really comes down to resource management, how you spend your keys, how you spend your bombs, and those kind of choices that you make with them. And we do have very expensive bombs in this seed, 39 rupees.
That is definitely not what we want to see. Decent price on keys at 73 if it comes to that, but yeah, 39 bombs is not going to make this a friendly seed. If we find ourselves bomb starved, looking for that bomb wall somewhere in a dungeon. Although the medium secret, as we saw on TA's side, is 33 rupees, so that's slightly above the average. Oh, I saw the Armos item. It is the one true Nanner magic boomerang.
So 2 of our 3 free items are coming up a little on the short side. See what that level 1 holds for us. This early in the game, though, I probably would have picked that up.
Yeah, I mean, it has proven its worth in the past at corralling enemies in dungeons, especially when you see Lionels in dungeons, although I think we saw them on the Overworld here.
Well, we have wizrobes underneath. Boomerang won't do help much against them.
No. Not much anyone can do to wizrobes right now, as we are still yet to find a sword, and bombs being as expensive as they are. Well, as I say that, I was just thinking, you know, I feel like sword is in vanilla level 6 a lot of times. And sure enough, TA finds it.
So now when TA finds level 2, he will be armed, so he will be able to clean out a little bit more of this level 2.
Yeah, and that looks like it will be a imminent discovery as he's going around burning the bushes that yeokrast started off with. So they're kind of repeating each other, just doing them in opposite order here.
So it looks like our dungeon primary enemies will be the Dark Nuts and the Wizrobes, so not the friendliest of Underworld enemies.
Oh, not at all.
And Tia has gone into level 2, lovely Pepto Pink color. We got Manhandla in too.
Oh yeah, this is a very unfriendly dungeon to find early. Especially considering what the item was in it. Not a whole lot of use so far. As TA takes a death, that's not going to be huge there. I mean, it's just one room in, as yeokrast will be finding his wooden sword. So we'll be fairly level playing field here. Both guys finding that one medium secret for 33 rupees. They each have a sword. yeokrast has one more key than TA, although TA is probably going to be picking up that second key here very soon.
TA sees the book and he's like, no, don't want that.
Although he's going to go ahead and use a key to see what else he can... See if he can maybe find the Triforce here in level 2 and just forget about this place forever. Unfortunately, his attempts to clear things out in that room proved to be of no use.
yeokrast did come across the magical sword, though. Might come back and check that later on. I doubt it, though.
Oh wow! Now we've got Landmola, blue Landmola, blue Wizrobes, Manhandla. This level 2 is really bringing the game here.
Yeah, TA saying, nope, I'm gonna come back here later if I want to.
Yeah. Level 2 has just been a big old bag of nothing so far for these guys. TA finding now level 4, close to Vanilla Stark's location. See if maybe it proves a little more useful.
All that combat and all that fun enemies in that level 2 and just for the book.
Ooh, a bomb drop right off the floor in 4. And there's our Triforce. So level 4 gave us a lot more than level 2 did.
Yeah, very early Triforce in 2. And yeokrast is a 9. Not going to be able to do much here yet.
This is not the random percent tournament from last year, so 9's not going to be open at any point in time until you get all 8 pieces of the Triforce. Well, TA's going back into 4, see if he can come across anything other than a ladder block. Ooh!
That's a pitiful result, Ruby.
Wow, yeah. Small secret 1. Looks like we've got a lot of ladder blocks and key doors in level 4. See if TA wants to use his other key. This is a risky play considering he does already have the Triforce out of level 4. He really needs there to be a good item at this point. Or not a million more key blocks. Also would be useful for TA.
Compass doesn't really help.
No, you have to be pretty lost not to find the Triforce in this one.
I mean, this kind of makes sense because if you think of what TA has seen already, he's seen the book, he's seen the blue boomerang. You're kind of running out of duds at this point of what you can find for items here.
Yep, oh, and he does come across the map in level 4, but it is across the river, so no dice for him there.
So he's gonna leave the item in 4 for later if he has to come back here.
Nice place for the magical sword, by the way.
It is right next to any road, at least.
yeokrast
fairly close to level 9.
Yeah. yeokrast gonna see if he can try to get some bombs here. He does get some bombs off those blue Octoroks. So, free bombs are going to be an absolute premium in this race, I think, because we're looking at those expensive ones in the shops. So every bomb you can get your hands on is worth it. Ooh, There we have a very nasty high secret too of just 82 rupees. We look and wow, did you see that coast item on yeokrast's side?
I absolutely did. That means our ladder is going to be 100% required in this seed.
We have silver arrows on the loose. And like I said earlier, a nasty large secret of 82 found at about the same time by TA. So money is a thing here.
Very expensive potions too.
Wow, everything working against the money situation here. And yeokrast finding level 8. Oh wow, TA making an arrow purchase in vanilla level 3.
Now level 8's an interesting beast. It does have 2 items. They will both be on their staircases. The problem is it can always be very key rich, and it's usually at a very large scale since it does share its own 8x8 grid with level 7.
Yeah, level 8's going to, more often than not, it's going to be the largest dungeon you come across, outside of level 9, obviously. So there's the risk-reward of searching through it for an item, but like I said, there's 2 of them. We see one of them, and it is the red ring. Wow, huge find early for yeokrast.
Yeah, definitely a big pickup, especially with the money situation, as you said. Knows he doesn't need that blue ring at any point. Not that I don't think he'd pick it up anyway, but
yeah, I mean, now, essentially, yeokrast is operating with 12 hearts at this point. And if this is our other item, this is a tremendous early dig for, yeah, okay, I didn't think it was going to be that easy. Although we do see yeokrast continuing to increase his key count. Like you were saying, level 8, by virtue of being so large, means it does have more potential rooms for keys to be in.
that $1 is just so insulting.
It really is, and really one of the big problems we're seeing with that is I feel like these guys are finding way more rupee secrets than they are finding door repairs. So late in the game, I feel like we might be coming across a lot of door repairs, taking away that money, what little money they're able to scrounge up.
Yeah, there are going to be 9 old men that rob you when you enter their room.
Encounter our first item block boss. We find a dig dogger here in level 8. If there's anything useful behind him, it will require the recorder to obtain it.
I have a potential ladder block in 8 here. yeokrast is going to clear this out to see if we can get a quick Triforce here.
He does find a way around, perhaps, with this bomb hole, but just finds, on the other end of it, more Gibdos.
Gotta be careful here. Oh, he does have red ring, so it's not gonna be as damaging, but those Gildos still hurt.
They usually do 2 hearts of damage, so I guess each hug from a Gibdo will take away half a heart on yeokrast. That was a whole lot of stabbing for pretty much a net 0.
Yeah, these Gibdos have a lot of HP.
Yeah, I think each of them had 8, which is 1 more than their vanilla style. As now TA is in 8 as well, so he is going to discover this thread ring very shortly.
And yes, and he's like, yes, I will take that. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. I mean, about the only time you wouldn't take the red ring is if you are in level 9, you've already killed Ganon, and you're 2 rooms away from the princess. But in that situation, why are you taking staircases? And look at that unique level 8 shape, as yeokrast does discover the Triforce.
You can kind of look at that level 8 and kind of determine what level 7 is going to look like also.
Yeah. I'm going with, we have... Oh, and this is a horrible room to try to fight enemies in. Traps, moat. There's nowhere to go. Yeah. I was actually kind of looking at it thinking it was an ice skate with almost like a high-heeled version of an ice skate.
I think yeokrast is challenging in our Pong, playing back and forth there.
Yeah, I think it's time for him to take that Triforce and hope that the other item in 8 isn't useful.
And that does seem to be what yeokrast is trying to do, is grab that Triforce and saying goodbye to 8 for now.
Yeah, interesting thing to look at that level 8, pointed out in chat by our restreamer, Noristra, is you see that level, those 2 dots in the middle of level 8, and you can't help but wonder if those are going to be some troll staircases in level 7. As TA does find the other item in level 8, and it is the standard garden variety banana.
The TGE favorite.
Hey, we all have our flaws.
If you didn't pick up the magical one, you're not going to pick up that one, so... TA says goodbye to the banana.
And TA heads north here in level 8, and he's not going to find anything up here because we've already seen both items and the heart container, which TA picked up. He has 5 hearts now, so he's at a 2/3 chance of being able to pick up the magical sword. But he is working hard in this room that is not going to net him anything other than maybe a key.
yeokrast coming along a take, and he picks a heart. TA does get a key out of that room, so at least it was a little bit worthwhile. And we find Zelda's room.
Yeah, TA is burning some time here in this dungeon. I mean, he does have the Triforce out of 4, which yeokrast does not have yet, but that's not going to take yeokrast very long to get. So he has to be careful here about not sinking too much time into this dungeon, as he's going in the absolute wrong direction to try to find the Triforce.
Yeah, hopefully he'll luck out and grab the compass at some point here.
Yeah, and without the map, which, you know, yeokrast had, TA's never going to guess the shape of this level 8. And could we have some hint purchases? We see step over the water to reach the recorder, so the recorder is ladder blocked. We have I am error, so we know where one of our other competitors has spent his time. And Gleeok returns to the red ring. That's old news, so not much to speak of in terms of hints there.
Would have been a nice hint a little while ago, game. Not now.
yeokrast actually going ahead and redoing a retry, gets that money back.
And TA decides to take away from 8 and come back later.
Yeah. Nothing else, maybe just clear his head about that, as he was getting in a bit too deep. If he can come back later and maybe try a different direction and find that Triforce a lot quicker. Ooh, nice forced bomb drop on yeokrast, using his last bomb to force one off of a red Octorok on the Overworld. yeokrast going back and picking up a heart container that he had earlier, but lost after the retry, I guess. TA going to the coast and discovering just how important that ladder is going to be.
He sees that coast and he's like, "Yep, I want those."
Yeah. He's already run into a couple of situations where a ladder would certainly come in handy, so we have to, the guess is that it's not in level 4, considering how many ladder blocks we saw there, but there were also a lot of key blocks as well, so it could be behind one of the key doors. Now with TA with 6 hearts, you quadruple that with the red ring. He has, in effect, 24 hearts worth of health with the normal green tunic. I don't think we're going to see him go out of his way for too many more heart containers at this point.
No, he's just going to get what he comes across now, and just to be happy with what he has.
Because, I mean, he's guaranteed whatever the white sword item is, if that turns out to be something required. Magical sword, not a top priority for him. He's one of the absolute best randomizer runners out there, and really becoming a force to be reckoned with in the vanilla version of the game as well.
So we have both runners in the upper east coast here. Not finding too much yet.
Yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot here in Hyrule in New England thus far. A little bit of money hiding under rocks, but yeah, we're really short on dungeon discovery at this point. I mean, we're 22 minutes in, and we've found level 2, 4, 8, and 9.
It's looking at one of those seeds where there's going to be a line out of the Dead Woods or up in Death Mountain.
Yeah, not a lot of time spent in those places yet. Obviously, we've got our fun spots. We've got our rap spots, our recorder spot, power bracelet spots. But there's still plenty of places that have yet to be explored on the overworld. So we'll see whether, if, or how much any of those items are required. But I mean, if you win this race, you're going up in the next round against Dracados with those Elite 8 flags. You've really got to be willing to endure a really disgusting overworld that's not yielding very much at all. So this is actually really good practice for whoever wins this race for the next set of flags.
Yeah, going into it next week with the Elite 8 flags, we're going to be playing it with plus or minus 4 HP enemies, so that alone's going to make combat a lot more significant. We're going to be playing with the second quest Overworld, so that's going to make money more significant since we only have one large secret. And we'll be playing with full community hints, so there's nothing the game's not going to help you in any way at all.
Yeah. And those second quest doors and enemies also going to cause issues for everybody. We've seen it already in the upper portion of the bracket, the winners bracket. Those early races, it's just, I mean, you can go ahead and tack on another 10-12 minutes on someone's average time almost right out of the gate. As yeokrast now in level 7, did not get a chance to see where he entered level 7 at, but it's got to be in this general neighborhood because he and TA are in the same area. It's up to the vanilla white sword spot.
Early Dig Dogger, and it looks like an early Aquamentus in this level 7, so it could be a boss hive.
And old man telling us what we've always known, 10th enemy is the bomb, man. Now, an interesting advantage here that yeokrast may have over TA is that yeokrast did see what the map of level 8 looked like. TA has yet to see that.
It might not matter a ton because we might have another ladder block here in this level 7. Or a Digdogger block stopping us from going north there.
Or a Landmola block from us wanting to ever play this game ever again.
Yeah, the molas are nothing but bad news for sure. Not as bad with Red Tunic, but they're still quite painful.
Oh, and that's the worst, is killing them, then pushing the block and realizing that there was no reason to do it after all. So TA actually, I believe, saved out of there, and is trying to fight his way through Lionel City on that one Overworld screen. Make his way somewhere else. Wonder if he's going to head back into... I wonder if he's heading back into level 2, but turns out not to be the case.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go back towards the starting section and possibly over towards the Death Mountain area now. No, he's going back. No, he's going back to 4. One more screen to you. That's who warps in.
He is, but he isn't kind of thing. The warp's interesting location. I mean, 3 of them all in the same general portion of Hyrule, and then the other one is near level 9 and the magical sword. Yeah, level 7's starting to look like another fruitless dungeon here.
Yeah, it's something we're going to need that recorder to get past that Digdogger to get deeper into the 7.
So yeah, we've already seen a couple of Digdoggers that could potentially be causing problems for our runners, but this one for sure really seems to be holding up what we want to see in level 7.
yeokrast kind of getting that news, and he's going to have to come back later.
Yeah, I mean, yeokrast doesn't have any bombs, so there's nothing he can do as far as trying alternate routes, but even if he did, the price, that premium we've seen on bombs, both with low money and high cost, is not going to lend itself to players taking chances on bomb walls, as TA just struck gold discovering level 1.
Quite possibly one of the better dungeons to find. It does have those 2 items. One's going to be on the ground, and one's going to be underneath that staircase, just like this one.
And underneath it we find the wand. Useful item, especially this early in a race. At least, it's not early time-wise, but it is early knowledge and completion-wise. That gives you a 2 HP weapon against most things in the game.
And with TA's combat prowess, that gives him just a lot more offensive capabilities. When you time your 1 hits with your wood sword hits, that gives you 3 points of damage. So, and especially with the red ring, you can kind of just tank things.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. As we see some tankable enemies here with these dark nuts, TA's going to want to get. He's going to get that clock and start to clean house on these guys, and finds a key for his troubles. And then finds a room he didn't want to find.
Yeah, TA's going to say, no, I'm not going to pay you until I absolutely have to. We do find level 6 as well up on Death Mountain.
Yep, level 6 in the vanilla level 9 spot. And shoot, these guys are running into some chutes everywhere they go.
So we're looking for one item that's just going to be hanging out on the ground, so you will see TA clear these rooms out.
Of course, when I talk about the scarcity of bombs, he's getting bomb drops left and right, and then gets the map for level 1 in this room. And, oh, we see a Goma. Could Goma have our item? Or was there a shutter door there? Nope, that was a key door, so yeah, Goma could have the item here. TA's hoping it's above this room with the Triforce. He's happy to see that all the enemies in the Triforce room are defeatable. And there it is, it's the raft.
Now, usually the raft is something that we don't want to see. In this seed, with the scarcity level that we've found so far, that raft might come into play.
Yeah, and perhaps more importantly for TA now, he does know everything he needs to know about level 1. He can pick up this Triforce and get out of here.
We are still missing levels 3 and 5.
Yep, I mean, it felt like a lot more than that, but I guess coming across 1 and 6 almost simultaneously sort of helped with that issue we've been having with, you know, a shortage of dungeons. Plus, with 4 and 7, we have seen so little of them that we really don't know that much, and there's level 3 on TA's side. So, yep, this is definitely a Death Mountain dungeon seed. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, it's a staircase. We have a segmented level 3, and TA says, no thanks, I'll do some exploring. Especially since I know I've got some bombs here coming to me from this Gibdo.
Just gonna pop into the staircase and see where it takes me now. We got more blue Lamolas in this level 6.
So yeah, get your dance games out in chat for those blue Lamoli as it takes down yeokrast. It is a tall task for something to take someone out when they've got the red ring. Nice find there for TA. He's got the compass, so he knows where to go for the Triforce at this point, but obviously no bow, no ladder. He is still on the hunt for this item.
Yeah, especially with it being level 3. Enemy set's not bad here, so it definitely makes a lot of sense to see what you can find here. Because once we find that ladder, we do find those silver arrows as well.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like sometimes the ladder's importance was slightly overstated, but when the silver arrows are blocked by the ladder, it's hard to overstate the importance of the ladder. And that's not the ladder, but it's certainly something TA wants. It is the bow here in level 3, and interestingly enough, he did purchase arrows earlier, so that is another weapon in his arsenal should he come across a Goma, or maybe just some really annoying enemies in a bubble room.
Yeah, Gomas are no longer be an issue for him, and he'll be able to start shooting out those silver arrows as soon as he can get that ladder.
And there's your Triforce pickup for TA. About as well as you could do in that level 3. I mean, it kind of took you on a bit of a winding path for a level 3, and I think TA handled it as well as one could. Oh, man. Sweet merciful fairy.
What is going on the yeokrast screen?
I don't know where those extra fireballs were coming from. It looked like someone gave Big Glass Tube the keys to level 6, and he was firing stuff from the HUD there. Now TA, sensing that all the dungeons are here in Death Mountain, gonna find level 6 as part of his exploration.
Gonna have that virtual handhold coming on in here. Virtual high five.
And then we've got, I mean, yeokrast has been in level 6 since TA was in level 1. So TA has picked up 3 items and 2 Triforces since yeokrast got in here. the yeokrast really needs this time spending level 6 to pay off for him.
Yeah, unfortunately, this was one of those situations where level 6 was very combat heavy.
Oh, no kidding.
And TA does have a very significant key advantage at this point as well.
Oh, and those Pole's voice, the hidden killer when it comes to having arrows.
Yeah, those wooden arrows are going to give him one-hit KO capabilities now.
Oh, this is a nasty room to try to fight Manhandle in. He's just saying no to every bomb that yeokrast drops.
Now you can see on these Lemolas just how much effective that wand actually is. Just absolutely tears them apart with that wand.
Yeah, huge advantage for him there. We see now the item in level 6. It is the Power Bracelet. Now, of all the extra opening items, this one gives him access to the most potential caves where we might find a dungeon. Puts it at a better find than the raft on average, but probably still on par with the recorder, considering the recorder has so many other uses.
TA coming across the Manhandler room. Ooh, look at that map on level 6. Chat, I'll let you guys take that one. I have no idea what to call that one.
I'm not touching that one at all. There is no name for that.
TA seeing like that Manhandler and saying, I don't want to deal with this one at all. But
yeah, but if he had to, again, with that wand, I mean, just the difference in the kind of damage one can enact is astronomical. Now, yeokrast now having both the map and the compass should be able to work his way, one would hope, over to where it is. However, I mean, looks like TA might even get there first.
Yeah, it looks like TA just wants to grab this Triforce and say goodbye to this level 6.
Well, he knows unless level 6 has the ladder, he's probably going to be alright. And we know it doesn't. This is a nasty room to have to clear in order to get to the Triforce. Just time-consuming. With all these red Wizrobes, both of them working on it at the same time. And they're gonna have some more fun in this room. Now, TA's probably gonna get out of here with the Triforce first, because he can take down those Pole's voice in one shot. Although the clock that yeokrast got is certainly gonna help him. Oh, never mind. TA is going to give this dungeon a little more of a look-see. Does come across a heart container. So, rendering him virtually unkillable at this point. 8 hearts, red ring. That's going to be tough to stop. And we do have yeokrast getting the Triforce here in level 6, followed shortly by TA doing the very same.
Yeah, TA basically has the equivalent of 32 hearts at the moment, so he's going to be rather tough to take down. Make that 36 hearts.
Yeah. Man. Quick shout out, by the way, to, it's showing up in chat right now as well. Our tracker this evening, the Alan Heffley, been doing a fantastic job so far staying on top of everything. When we finally found dungeons 30 minutes into this run, he was right there and ready to mark them.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you all for doing a fantastic job. And please follow both these runners as well for putting on a heck of a race.
Yeah, the runner command doesn't have ta909 on it right now, but if you can't figure out his Twitch username, we need to go back to school.
I took care of that. It's all set.
I can attest that he was here earlier and tried to switch it, and the bot didn't accept it.
And there's our level 5, so that power booster will not come back to bite TA.
Alright, just like that, we've found all the dungeons. Question is, can we find an item here? Because if we find the ladder in here, TA is a go on a tear in this thing. Speaking of ladder, you need it to get across that room.
Yeah, so where is this ladder hiding? We know we need the items in 4 and 5. We need the item in 7. We need both items in 9.
TA is giving up for now on level 5.
He might be heading back into 8. No, he's going somewhere else. Going off level 4, possibly.
Yeah, maybe so. Now that because he had key issues in level 4. Now with 7 keys, he may be able to sniff something out a little bit better.
Yeah, this has been interesting to see as far as resource management goes. Very low on money, and keys have been kind of stingy, but at the same time kind of okay.
Yeah, it's kind of gone in cycles on the keys. It started out terribly.
yeokrast is heading up Death Mountain to find his 1, 6, and 3. Comes across 3, he'll find his bow here, so that's gonna be a nice pickup for him.
Yeah, that'll certainly start to help put the puzzle together for him, if nothing else. But the puzzle could be all but solved here by TA if he comes across what he is looking for in level 4.
Yeah, all TA wants here is that ladder. They'll be effectively in go mode. I mean, the recorder would be nice too, still.
Yeah, but you need the ladder to get the recorder, allegedly. Oh, well, he's gonna find, of course, because now keys are not an issue, level 4 does contain the magical key. So ladder and recorder are in 5 and 7 respectively. It's just which one's where.
Well, with 7 most likely being recorder blocked, I'm gonna say it's in 5. Unless there was a bomb hole that everyone missed.
Yeah. Sweet. Oh man, holy bombs here in this room with yeokrast and these moblins. Yeah, we've seen that, according to a hint, you can step over the water to reach the recorder. So, I don't know if that necessarily means that the recorder has to be reached by way of the ladder, but it implies that that is the way to reach it. So the order should be ladder first, then recorder.
see what TA finds on his second dig here at 7. Very low on bombs, guys. We have to be a little bit careful as far as that goes.
Yeokrast does find the bow. He does not have arrows like TA does. Being reminded once again that the 10th enemy is da bomb.
And TA is out of bombs, so he's going to come back again. Takes out on a lonely old Zolair, just chilling in the water.
So, yeokrast making quick work of level 3. I think he may have navigated that slightly more quickly than TA did. He needs it for sure. Because while, I guess once he finds level 1, there's not going to be a huge disparity anymore. At least in terms of information, he's only one Triforce behind. And we know that the Triforce in 4 is easily picked up.
And TA is going to go back to digging out 6, so this could be a chance for yeokrast to catch up a bit.
Yeah, so we do remember is level 6. It took a lot of work to come across everything that they needed in there, only to find the power bracelet, which we now know not to be a required item.
This room again has those funky fireballs. Yeah, Fury is bringing up a good point that TA is probably just going to go towards that manhandler and blow it out of the water now. She resorting to taking a potion so he doesn't have to come back here later. Can't really blame him though, being this deep into a dungeon.
Oh yeah. He now finds the power bracelet, realizes it's not what he needs, and so he's gonna head out. He's got to figure out what dungeon he wants to try to re-tackle next. Obviously, we do have to go back to level 2 at some point, but we know there's not any useful item in there, so that's probably going to be their last stop, if at all possible.
He's heading back to 7 now. Alright, TA is back in the 7th, dig around a bit more now. He has some bombs.
Bombs and the any key. Two things he did not have last time. Whereas yeokrast going through level 1.
Oh, we do see a bomb upgrade in 7. That could be nice if he gets the money for it while he's here. And that's a ladder block. Whew. Explosions.
yeokrast is gonna do well to just leave that dark nut room and realize that the raft, like we know, is in the room right above him. Goes into this last room here. Has he not seen everything? Did he not see the other item yet?
He has one, so he must have seen his raft, so...
Yeah, okay, yeah. Guess he was just fishing.
You want to play Pong again.
Yeah.
There's our bomb hole in 7. See where we can get to now.
Oh,
bomb holes.
I say another room where you gotta find a bomb hole, maybe. And we're greeted by our old friends, the Blue Wizrobes. Yeah, TA gonna do the right thing and kill everything but the Blue Wizrobes, leave and come back into that room, see if he gets some different items. Or enemies, I'm sorry, which he does. Certainly more palatable there. They give him a bomb drop, which he absolutely needed, because he was out. And he finds another bomb hole into Ganon's room. And there's our buddy Dig Dogger. Bomb past him. And we are back to that ladder-blocked heart container.
Question now, Liquid, is where exactly is this ladder?
Where exactly is this Triforce? Where is this ladder? Level 7 not being a friend to you or me.
We know Liquid that TA does not want to go back into 8 because 8's just a banana.
Yeah. Level 8 is not where he wants to go. I mean, he's gonna obviously have to go back there at some point to get the Triforce, but not what he's looking for. And yeokrast picking up the red candle as the white sword item. You know, not a lot of time lost to pick it up at this point. And if you find yourself in a pinch, that and the wand, two great mid and long range weapons for you at your disposal.
TA taking out these gorillas in hopes of bombs. Gets 1 pack of 4.
Yeah, with all the dungeons up on Death Mountain, just imagine how much, and not being able to find this ladder, just imagine if screen scrolling weren't a thing, how much more walking they would have to do around the overworld to get over there.
I think you'd see those energy roads being used quite often, especially the one down by level 4 there.
Yeah.
Alright, so will level 5 be our answer?
I keep saying it almost has to be with every dungeon we come across, and haven't been correct yet. So, we'll see how this one goes.
yeokrast finding a large secret, so he's gonna be counting money again.
We are rapidly approaching an hour into the seed, and neither combatant has the ladder. They've both got to be getting frustrated at this point. Obviously, they don't know that their opponent is in the same situation as they are. You're getting to that point now. You know, I don't want to say especially if you're yeokrast, but especially if you're yeokrast, where you're starting to wonder if you're about to look at the race room and see TA.done, because he's been known to pull off the exact correct order in these kind of seeds before. But he's in the same exact predicament that yeokrast is. Neither one of them able to find anything.
It looks like TA is going to be heading back towards 7 again.
time with 6 bombs at his disposal. Yeah, something's got to be behind that. I gotta feel like something's behind that shutter door that Dig Dogger is holding up, and that's what's causing us issues. Or it could be this bomb wall we hadn't tried yet.
It is a potential item room, so let's see what this one has.
Well, I'll tell you what this one has is a nasty collection of enemies. TA gonna do the thing and leave and come back in.
There's our map. Can't quite get it yet.
Down to just one blue Wizard, but I think he's gonna just take this one on. Incur the damage, whatever comes. He pushes a block. We've got a staircase. It is the ladder!
There we go. So this seat has kind of broken open for a TA at this point now.
Finally!
Yeah, so 58 minutes in, and TA finally gets his ladder.
And boy, was it a journey to discover it. And we see the map of level 4. Not a whole lot to it in terms of discovery space. Of course, we know now that the item in there is the magic key, but yeokrast probably just going to grab this Triforce now that he sees he's ladder blocked. Nope. I guess we're at the point in this race where he's got to take a shot on whatever dungeon he comes across.
With his ladder, TA just like stupid Chevy room. I hate you.
Yeah.
Three Dodongos and turrets. This room is a pain.
Yeah. So that, having discovered the ladder here in level 7, does now give us the answer to this seed as far as terms of items go. In level 1 we had the raft and the wand. 2 we had the book. 3 we had the bow. 4 the magic key. Level 5 must now have the recorder. 6 had the power bracelet. We just saw the ladder pick up in 7. 8 had the red ring and the standard boomerang. 9 will have the heart container and the white sword. Armos item, the magic boomerang. Coast item, silver arrows. White sword item, the red candle. But man, oh man, do we have a Dig Dogger block on this Triforce in level 7. 7 is a double dipper.
That looks like to be a magical staircase Triforce block.
Wow.
Unless you can get across here and bomb up.
I mean, I would have to think someone would have tried that. I have to think someone would have tried that. I was wrong.
I could have sworn that he bombed that too.
I take everything back. Dig Dogger is pointless. He's doing nothing in this game.
You know, there's actually a Dig Dogger on both of those sides of that shutter door too.
Yeah, I'm thinking if that had been recorder blocked by one of those Dig Doggers, we would have seen TA pulling his hair out at the thought of having to come back to level 7 one more time.
Yeah, this is what you're gonna call a expletive deleted seed. And yeokrast is back into 8 now.
Ooh. He is, I guess... Did he not discover the boomerang then, I guess, in level 8?
I thought he had, but I could be wrong.
I guess it was TA that found it. In the meantime, TA picking up his Triforce in level 2. So yeah, that ladder discovery really opening things up for TA. yeokrast now certainly behind the 8-ball.
Yeah, that ladder is going to get him his silver arrows on the coast as well, so that kind of blew the seat open for TA.
Pretty sure we just saw them in the same exact room there.
Nice quick 8 for TA, and he's just going to have to walk over to 5, then jump into 9, and he's all set. Probably run right over to any road that's right next to him. Gotta go to the silver arrows first, though.
Yeah, I mean, you're not... You can look at the map down there of Hyrule and see that there is absolutely nothing on the eastern half of the world. So this is his one chance to even come anywhere near it to pick up the silver arrows. Unfortunately, once he picks them up, he can't record her to anywhere else. So looks like, yeah, he's just going to up an A, and that's going to get him as close to 5 as he can get, I guess.
yeokrast getting the bad news that just the banana in 8.
Oh, everyone's favorite double fairies for TA. When you know you killed them just at the right time. So, good news, bad news here for yeokrast. Looks like he's gonna find the Triforce. If he can survive these Blue Land Moli. But, bad news is he's not gonna find the ladder.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to see how long he'll take him to get to this. Ooh, look at that level 5.
Oh, man.
This scene has been a thing of beauty.
Yeah, 1 through 5, I mean, the 1 through 4 maps we had seen already were all very gangly. And so this level 5 certainly does not surprise me with its shape. There we find out, hey, the bow's in level 3, guys. Just in case you were wondering, guys.
Only about a half hour too late in that one game. Thanks a ton.
So, TA, just in case, picking up that recorder.
Well, that's going to work for him. He'll be able to record it on the 4 and just jump right into 9.
Yeah, if nothing else, that'll be its usefulness, as yeokrast now is kind of putting his hopes in the ladder being in level 5.
TA deciding to kill that Big Dogger. And that might be necessary to get to this Triforce, actually, now that we look at it.
Yeah, I mean, he was one screen away from the Triforce, but could not get into that room.
Yeah, so that recorder is required for one room.
Oh, gosh. Wow. So definitely a good thing that he picked it up at this point. TA now has his full Triforce, and we will be seeing him make his way over to level 9 here very soon.
Alright, so TA is about to make his approach onto level 9. What do you want to tell us what we're looking for here?
Well, we are looking for as far as to find Zelda, we are looking for a single shutter door that does not open, that will be in the southwest portion of level 9, as this old man just told us. For Ganon, obviously, we're going to be listening for his roar in an adjacent room, either to the north, south, east, or west. Then we'll be looking for hints. Obviously, we found one of those hints just then. We could be seeing any hint about the location of Ganon, the location of the princess, the location of the silver arrows, or the location of the compass, I believe is the last one. However, with mixed hints, we may also be seeing some important things, such as find a Triforce piece in level 7. But as far as the shutter door thing goes, a single shutter door that does not open once all of the enemies have been cleared in a room and there's no push block to open it, that will denote the presence of Zelda. Oh, well, no more guessing about where exactly in the southwest that Zelda is, as TA does pick up the compass. Patra had it.
We still need the big pig, though.
Oh, absolutely. TA missing out on the Liquid Husband special there of going right and checking that one room just in case he's in that bottom corner. But theoretically, in this situation, you want to cover as many 4 or I guess 8 block spaces of rooms as possible to look for Ganon's roar. Oh, we hear it.
We hear bacon, guys.
And now we've got him. You want to do the honors?
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon. I can't draw it out. It would kill my voice.
TA going immediately to work on that stun lock, too, by the way.
15 shots with that wooden sword.
Wow. Like clockwork. Now he's just got to find the way to get to the girl, and he will be on his way to a date with Dracados in those Elite 8 flags here in the elimination bracket.
That match will be something to see for sure. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah, we'll have TA, again, theoretically here, as long as he finds Zelda before yeokrast does. TA, the randomizer specialist, so to speak, although he does have a fantastic vanilla time in this game as well. He certainly spends a lot of time playing the randomizer against Dracados, who is known for his more masochistic styles when it comes to these flags in the randomizer.
I think Track might have a little bit of an edge, considering it's going to be a second quest Overworld. He might be a little bit more familiar with how it works. Oh
yeah, I mean that's his preferred method of playing. It's part of what helped him storm onto the scene, as we do find the girl there. ta909 finishing in first place in this race with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 6 seconds. Get your GGs out for our winner, TA. So we do have, we will have ta909 joining us here shortly. After he takes care of a few things, he's going to come in for an interview. We are going to certainly greatly appreciate him doing that. As we watch yeokrast in this very uniquely shaped segment in level 2.
Yeah, this is one of those seeds where all the dungeons had really odd shapes to them.
Yeah, we couldn't just get, you know, eagle and dragon and snake.
That'd be too easy. yeokrast finishing off level 2. We know he has to go back to level 7 to get that ladder still.
Yeah, he's running out of places to look for it at this point. Obviously, the only Triforce he needs left is level 5, but without the ladder, he can't get the silver arrows, so he's pretty much in a pickle there. So we see him heading back over to level 7, as we have seen so much in this race from both guys.
And yeokrast is heading up to 7, so he might be twinging on the fact that what he needs is indeed here.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing for him is then he's going to have to then dig out the recorder from level 5 once he's got the ladder here from level 7. Certainly a chain reaction there for him, as
I do believe we do have ta909 in the booth. GG TA, well played, my friend.
Thank you, sir. That was a seed for sure.
Yeah, so talk us through this seed. It was an interesting seed, to say the least.
Yeah, basically the name of the seed is Find the Ladder. Everything else is just given to you. Red Ring was, one room in level 8. So at first I thought it was going to be, a jet seed, really quick seed, and then it came time to find the ladder. I couldn't find it in 4. I went to 6. After that, I think I got the Triforce out of 6. I left, because I wanted to look in 5 before looking in 6. Got ladder blocked in 5. Went back to 6. Found the power brick, so I wasn't very happy about that. And probably went to 7 like 3 times in the midst of all of that. Looking for... I think the issue with 7 is there were so many like different bomb walls in there that led to more and more rooms, and I was able to do like 15 to 20 rooms in that dungeon without the ladder, and there were just so many possibilities of bomb walls in that dungeon.
Yeah. And unfortunately, yeokrast has decided to say goodbye to this seed. So let's get some GGs in chat for yeokrast, please, for putting on a heck of a race as well.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
He was in the same predicament you were, that upper right corner of level 7, just not cooperating.
Yeah, that ladder was in a pretty out-of-the-way location, and also the other half of the dungeon was ladder blocked, so, the first time you're going in there, you're thinking, oh, the you know, this dungeon's ladder blocked. The ladder's probably not in here, you know, I have nowhere to go. And you go and do every other dungeon, and then you realize, wait, the ladder is in 7.
And we do have a yeokrast in chat with us now as well. GG yeokrast, well played.
Thanks. Hey, GG TA.
Thanks, man. GG, man.
So, both of you here, I alluded to it slightly earlier, but tell us, what's your favorite dungeon and why is it level 7? Good grief, both of you having to make multiple stops there through the course of this race. Certainly felt for a time like we were going to be seeing a lot of back and forth for the ladder and recorder there at the end.
Yeah, there's also a bomb upgrade in 7, which would have been very convenient if I was able to afford, but I unfortunately bought wood arrows early in the seed, which kind of restricted my money a little bit, because the large secret was only 80-something, so that would have been nice to have the bomb upgrade for sure.
Yeah, level 7 for me, just I couldn't navigate it at all. I had no idea where to go. It was recorder blocked as far as I could tell, so I tried to dig into 5 and I couldn't make it anywhere in 5, so I could not find anywhere to go.
Yeah, it certainly felt recorder blocked.
You were in the right room at one point. It was that 5-bar room. You hit the wrong block, unfortunately.
Was I pushing the wrong block somehow?
Yeah, in that level 7, you were pushing the block on the right instead of the block on the left, it looked like.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that had the ladder, unfortunately. And then 5 was ladder blocked, had the recorder, which was actually kind of funny because you needed to get the recorder at the end of the dungeon and then go back and kill a dig dogger to unlock a passage to the Triforce. I found that kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. That kind of makes me upset a little bit.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate.
I didn't catch it myself, but a couple people in chat caught it.
Yeah, always the leftmost block on the middle row.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware. I just apparently didn't realize that I was pushing the wrong block. I guess I don't know.
Nah, that sucks.
There's debate in chat whether or not you were ever in that room or not. That's a question for a rewatch, because like I said, I also was unsure one way or the other, but that's nothing new there. But yeah, it certainly felt like at the time that 7 was recorder blocked. It turned out not to be. Those dig doggers were all around the Triforce though. So yeah, it was certainly the two keys there, the recorder and ladder, late in the game for both of you. Because I mean, TA, I know you can't feel good about going into a seed where it's almost an hour before you find the ladder.
Yeah, the thing I was most nervous about is that my opponent, you know, didn't have as hard of a time finding the ladder as I did. Luckily, that seemed to be the case, if not a harder time. So I was just nervous about missing something that may have been, you know, a little more obvious than I thought originally. So, given the location of the ladder after I had found it, you know, I did feel a little uncomfortable with my spot. I was running around the overworld for 15 minutes, bouncing from dungeon to dungeon, trying to find this thing. So I didn't feel great, but it wasn't, you know, entirely obvious where the location of it was.
Yeah, and with this victory now, you do advance on to face Drakados in the next round with those Elite 8 flags. Have you been checking out any practicing or anything like that with the new flag set yet?
Yeah, I've done some races on the Elite 8 flags, and to be honest, I prefer those flags over these flags. So,
all right, well, that's going to be a blast then, because I know Drakados has been looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a great match. Drakados is a great Zelda player, and you know, it's going to be a great match.
And for yeokrast, unfortunately, the end of the line for you. Nothing to be ashamed about, though. Certainly a tremendous showing in this tournament. I guess, you know, we're looking at getting close to those Elite 8 flags. You were certainly did yourself a service here by your performance, both in this race and the ones preceding it. Got quite a ways deep here into the bracket stage.
Yeah, thank you. I grew up playing Zelda, and this is one of those things that I really enjoy doing. So hopefully the spring tournament's coming around.
Hey, there'll always be more Zelda around the corner, I'm sure. And we look forward to seeing you in that as well. And in the meantime, in community races and perhaps bringing your times down. And I don't know if you're playing the vanilla version or not, or anything like that. But you're always welcome here in this community, as everyone else is as well. And we thank you very much for your participation in this tournament.
I'm going to cut in for 1 second. yeokrast, we did have someone in chat go back to look. You had not been into the ladder room, so you did not push the wrong block.
Just didn't find the right bomb hole then.
Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, that was not a matter of block pushing, thankfully. Alright, so then with that, we do want to give a special thank you to the Alan Heffley for the awesome job tracking behind the scenes. A thank you to Narastra for the restream. Please follow both of these runners for putting on a heck of a race, ta909 and yeokrast. And stay tuned, we will be going to... One second, I lost my note here. We will go into the Final Fantasy 1 Racing League, Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer League at 9 p.m. And then there will be one more Zelda 1 Randomizer later on tonight. So everyone stay tuned.
Yeah, that one's over on Speed Gaming between Dig Shake and Crystal Saver. An absolute titanic battle there between a couple of guys. That's another elimination match. So that's a huge one. One of those guys going home back to their respective other Zelda randomizer after this one. Saver has won or been a finalist in every tournament we've had so far. So you want to check out that one later on Speed Gaming. But like Alan said, stay right here with the Final Fantasy 1 randomizer coming up next here on Randomania 2. Or is it on Randomania 1?
Randomania 1, so we're going to be hopping to the next page over.
Awesome. But, yeah, do that here on Randomania. My favorite restream network for the Zelda 1 randomizer tournament.
Okay, guys, and with that, I was Darkfalls 1983. With me today was Liquid Husband. Liquid, it was an absolute pleasure, my friend.
Oh, all mine, man.
Everyone have a wonderful evening. We'll see you later tonight for that late night match. Until then, we'll see you for Final Fantasy 1 momentarily. Everyone have a great night. See you next time.